Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another studio vlog. If you are new here, my name is Hannah and this is my channel Outfolded. Today's studio vlog is going to be just a little bit different. I have decided that it's time for me to do an updated studio tour. I've made a lot of adjustments in my studio lately and I thought I'd just kind of give you a look around, give you an idea of the space that I work in and kind of the products that I keep on hand, and just give you just a little bit of an inside look of me and where I spend like 99% of my time. If you have been around for a while, you know that we made some recent upgrades to my studio, including new studio lighting. It used to be super dark in here. My vlogs, like I think I've only posted maybe 1 or 2 vlogs with the new studio lighting. So if you look back at my old vlogs, they're quite a bit darker than what it is now. We have put recessed lighting all throughout this entire room. This room is roughly 400 square feet, and we put in 12 of the 6-inch recessed lighting, or whatever they're called, 6-inch lights. We're actually going to end up putting in more of the smaller ones just because there are still some shaded areas, but it has made a drastic difference in here, and it's made it so much easier for me to create in here because I can actually see. It's made packing orders easier, and it's definitely made the studio vlogs better. The other upgrade that we recently made is that thing right there. That thing has been a godsend. We are currently sitting at like 94 degrees right now outside, and before, like, it's been about 2 weeks now since we did that. There's no air conditioning in this room, or was no air conditioning in this room. There used to not be any heat in this room. We put a fireplace in here 2 years ago, whenever I first started doing all of my arts and crafts out here. And as I have progressed with my studio vlogs, and as I have progressed building my studio and spending more and more time out here, it really became necessary to have air conditioning in here too, especially for painting. It is extremely difficult to paint in a very, very hot room. Like, your paints just dry almost immediately. So it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, and it's just frustrating. So I told my husband that the big expense that we were going to take on this year was putting an air conditioner in this room, and it has been life-changing. I have it set on 76 degrees in here right now, and that's about the perfect temperature for me. I started it at 74 because that's what we keep the rest of the house at in the summertime, and it's just too cold in here at 74 degrees. I can't handle it. I will turn it down whenever I am painting because 76 is still too warm in here for when I'm painting, but I'll just throw a sweatshirt on for that. So anyway, I want to go ahead and just, I suppose, start with this corner, and then I will work my way around and hopefully give you all an idea of how I have things set up. I'm really happy with my setup right now. Everything is running smoothly and efficiently. I know where everything's at, and it's helped me keep things a lot more tidy, which is very difficult in a studio. So, all right, let's just jump right into this. All of these right here are canvases that my daughter and I have previously used, but it's been more for like practice artwork or paintings that just haven't turned out how we would really like them to. So we have everything from these itty bitties that we've done like little drawings on, to just like backgrounds that we might want to use backgrounds for something later on. We just can't quite decide what we want to do. But whenever we're needing a new canvas or something to play around with, we just come over here and pick what size that we want. And then if we decide that there's something that we don't like or we want to redo, we just sand it down, gesso over it, and we reuse the canvases a lot. I also have some of my bigger canvases back here that are for my larger pieces. My daughter doesn't use my bigger canvases, but those are what I use for like my big abstract paintings. And yeah. This area up here and these tins up here on the top, I carry all of my spare can coolers or koozies, or I don't think you're allowed to call them koozies. I think that's trademarked, but can coolers, all of the blanks that I have so far that I have not put designs on. I have done a few custom koozies before, and I have a few of them listed on my website, but this is a project I would really like to dive more into. It's just I took a break from vinyl, anything vinyl, for a while because I was getting really frustrated with it, but I am ready to do more koozies, especially because it's summertime. I think it's time to bring those back out. I also have all my clothing tags up here that I ordered from Vistaprint that have like the care cards for all of my shirts that have DTF transfers. I've got my pink and purple tassels for my bookmark that keeps selling out over and over again. I finally ordered these in bulk. I ordered these off of Etsy, and if I still have all that product information, I can link them because they are fantastic quality. So if I can find my order form, I will try to link these in the description box because they are amazing, and it was super fast shipping. So if you're looking for a manufacturer for tassels, I highly, highly recommend them. So Hannah, insert tassel maker here. In this one, I've got the few keychain blanks that I have left over. And these, I keep little die cut cutouts for like greeting card accessories and things like that. And I have them separated by flowers, butterflies. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's like bugs in one and flowers in another. Here is keychains that I don't have enough storage for. I need to get another storage container for my keychains. And then I have all of my mouse mat blanks. I have round blanks and rectangle blanks, but my rectangle blanks that I ordered a new set of them about 2 weeks ago or so, and they sent me the wrong size. But I actually really kind of like the size that they sent me, so I'm going to keep them. It just makes it difficult for me to make copies of ones that I already have. So what I have listed for ones that I already have made, that's all that I will have of those, because I don't want to list two different sizes. And the size difference, the size difference is about 1 inch, so it's too big of a size difference to just send it to you anyway, if that makes any sense. What I could do later on after those sell out is just update the listing to the next size. So if I sell out of the mouse mats that I currently have, that is probably something I would look into doing. Let's see, what do I have in here? These are Christmas die cuts. And then this container is all of my other tassels. These I did not get off of Etsy. These I got off of Amazon. I had ordered a multi-pack, and then I just have a variety of different colors for whatever bookmarks I want to use it for, or ornaments, or anything really. And then I have all of my vinyls. I have most of them labeled, but through time I've had to buy more of these containers. But these containers have been phenomenal for my rolls of vinyl. They fit the 12-inch rolls really, really well after you take the core piece out. But I have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 of those containers now, and every one of them is just jam-packed full. I was going to tell you where I got these from. I got these from Hobby Lobby, every one of them. And I've got one of them that's a bigger one. And I'm pretty sure that I got that one at Hobby Lobby too. Let's see. Over here, I don't know why I have a mouse mat right here, a random one, but I do. I've got the mini tote bags that I do custom orders for over Christmas time. And then I have these multicolored tote bags, little purses, that I'm going to do custom orders for, like names or like a princess design or something. I haven't really figured out exactly what I want to do with these yet. I bought them with an idea of what I was going to do, and then I changed my mind, so I haven't done anything with them yet. But these little ones, or these tan colored ones, if you look on my website, the Elf on the Shelf theme, I use these little tote bags and the bigger tote bags to where you can make choose a custom tote with your elf's name on it and your child's name on it. Those are great little things to have around Christmas. I know my husband and we always filled up some kind of treat bag for our kids on Christmas Eve that was always from their elf. and that's made it really simple to put in front of the tree and easily labeled that it's from the elf, so there's no questions asked. And then you don't have to search for separate wrapping paper or anything. It makes it fun. And then I have all these little zipper pouches that I need to figure out what I want to do with. I really wanted to order zipper pouches that were all one color, but when I was looking for them at the time, all I could find was the multicolors. But I have a couple ideas in mind of what I want to do with these. And then the same thing with these tote bags. I had ordered a multi-pack of the tote bags because I couldn't find any just white tote bags with white handles, but that's what I got. I did finally find some just white tote bags, and I've got some blue ones too. I have 4 tote bag designs on my website. No, plus the elf on the shelf designs. Down here, I have all my sublimation blanks for my coasters, like the rest of what I've got for my car coasters, which I don't have very many of these left. And then my like tabletop coasters, the square coasters. I have a whole basket full of those. And then this bottom shelf, I have all my blank Christmas ornaments. I do custom Christmas ornaments over Christmas time that have like names or sayings or just simple things. And they can have like a snow filler, or I can fill them with glitter, but I do make custom Christmas ornaments. I also have a couple snowman designs, like their faces, that I can put on there. That's super cute. And I sold a few of those last year, like quite a few of those last year, because they were really adorable. So I'm planning to bring those back this year. Like those will probably be available starting October-ish, like around the 1st of October is when I will bring those custom designs back. Over here, I have all of my t-shirts and sweatshirts that are not marked down. These are all of the ones that are designs that I might possibly bring back again. These are the ones that sell the best, and I have them from extra small, all the way down to 2XL. I would love to carry bigger sizes, but my t-shirts and sweatshirts don't sell fast enough for me to carry that much stock. And right now I've kind of put a stop on apparel until things sell a little bit better, because right now sales are slow. So these are a big cost. It takes a lot to make sweatshirts and t-shirts, and seeing all of them sitting here and not selling is kind of discouraging, and it's just money sitting on a shelf. So for the moment being, I'm not adding any more t-shirts or sweatshirts, which I say that, but at the same time I'm getting ready to order 4 new designs. But I'm ordering these new designs because I need to order designs for my mother-in-law's shirts. So the designs that she's picked out, I'm ordering a few of them to be able to do, but I think I have decided when it comes to my t-shirts and sweatshirts, I'm going to start doing them as a pre-order basis, so that I'm not sitting with all of this on a shelf, because it takes up a lot of space and it's a lot of money sitting here. Okay, I got this shelf at Lowe's, and these shelves I got at Walmart. I have all of my coffee mugs. I've got the blanks up here, plus the ones that I already have sublimated designs on, like these little Christmas mugs. Isn't that cute? I was so in love with these designs. I have all of my Libby glasses that I've already made. Like, this is all the ones that are ready to go. All you gotta do is purchase it and it'll be on its way to you. I've got the straws and stuff that go with them back here. The lids are already on them because I didn't want to have to come up with a separate storage solution for the lids. But those are ready to go. I have some painting blanks up here because I ran out of space over there. And then everything that's in these brown bags right here is paintings that are already done. I have like packing paper that you can get the huge rolls of at Home Depot and Lowe's for like $15 for a huge roll of it. And when I'm done with a painting, after it's already signed, the information's put on it, I wrap it up in those to keep the dust off of them. That paper doesn't stick to them, it doesn't rub on them. It's been a fantastic way to store all of my artwork. And I have a few of these that I still need to wrap up, but they needed some finishing touches on them, so I haven't done that yet. Like, I think 3 of them just need signed on the back this and that's all I've got to do to them. Then I can wrap them up too. But I label all of them with their titles and their SKU numbers, and then I place them in order of their SKU numbers by size too. And that just makes it easier for me to see where everything's at and easier for me to kind of pull whenever something sells. I have some spare easels right here that were given to me a couple weeks ago from my mother and father-in-law's church. That will be great for markets whenever. I'm hoping to do a couple markets next year, so those will be great to take with me to markets because they're just the simple triangle easels that I can set some paintings up on. Over here I have my little Cricut heat press, my mini iron. I've used that on a couple tote bags. I've had to use it on small designs on t-shirts and stuff, and it works really, really well. I highly recommend it. This heat press, I don't remember the brand of it right off the bat, but I have talked about it in one of my previous studio vlogs. I ordered this off of Amazon and have already had to replace the heating element in it. Like the heating element just completely went out, and I hadn't even had it for a year. Never could get a hold of the manufacturer for this heat press, and Amazon basically just told me I was just out of luck on it, so I had to order a new heating element. I would not recommend this brand. Whenever this one goes down again or I have enough money, I will definitely be looking for a different heat press, but for now I'll just deal with what I've got. This heat press, however, is the HTV Ront Easy Press. I think it's the Easy Press. I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. But this was one of the first things that I purchased for my studio so that I could do t-shirts and tote bags, because that was something that I always wanted to do. This thing has been amazing. I will say the only negative that I have had on this so far, well, first of all, the tote bags are really difficult to do because you can't adjust the temperature or you can't adjust the pressure on this, and you can't do screen print with these, or at least I haven't been able to. I have tried doing screen print designs with these, and the screen print just does not adhere well enough. DTF transfers, however, and sublimation, this thing is amazing with. So I highly recommend for sublimation and DTF. I don't recommend for screen print transfers. And as I said, I got this off of HTV Ront, and they've been amazing. That company has been amazing to work with. I get a lot of my heat transfer vinyl from them, and they've been a really good company. They have a lot of useful tips and information on their website, and they're a great company. This drawing that's up here on the wall is a drawing of me and my daughter made it for me a couple years ago. So that's what I keep there. I have a funny little cheeky sign. When we first got my Cricut, we wanted to play around with the pen feature on it. So my husband gave me a sheet of paper, and I said, we'll just write something on it, figure out what it'll do. And we had been jokingly saying that we would never divorce each other the night before. Like, I don't even know what we were talking about, but both of us had said that we would never divorce each other. That no matter what our situations came to, we were stuck with each other no matter what. Like, divorce was just never an option. So that's what we wrote. We wrote, I will never divorce you, and then both of us signed it and dated it. So it's a binding contract now. He's stuck with me forever. This little holder right here, my husband made this for me for Christmas a couple years ago. It was supposed to be used to hold palette knives, and I used to have my painting desk over here, so that is exactly where I kept my palette knives at. But I've moved my painting desk since then and have moved all my heat press stuff over here, so now it's used to hold tape, and it holds lint rollers and all sorts of other things. I have asked him to make me another one so that I can put it over by my easel, but I need it a lot longer because I have a lot more palette knives now. And that's the top of this one. Down here, I didn't show you this corner over here, but in this corner over here, I have my backpack that I use to take all my supplies to the park whenever I want to go to the park and draw or paint. I take my watercolors in there a lot. And then my box that I have down here is just for my photography lights. It's just the box that it came in. Okay, down here I have transfer paper for wood crafts. I wanted to start doing a lot of like the farmhouse signs and start painting them and doing vinyl and stuff on them, so I bought some of this transfer tape, but I've never used it because my business just kind of took a different direction than what it originally started as. I still enjoy the crafting side a lot. Like, I still enjoy making all the signs and the holiday decor. It's just not where my business is focused at anymore. I also have a ton of shop rags. My husband and I both go through so many of these that I store them down here now. It's the easiest place to store them. I have parchment paper and butcher paper down here for the heat presses. Plus I have extra Teflon sheets and heating pillows that you put inside of tote bags or put inside of sweatshirts and stuff to kind of even out the surface. And with this heat press, those pillows are definitely useful. I have a lot of stencils down here and some Cricut sticker paper just because I've ran out of space to store it. Oh, shoot. This area is just kind of a mixture of a bunch of different stuff. I have my wood burning pen and wood burning tools up here. And then I just purchased some kits to do picture hanging devices on the back of all of my paintings. That was never a service that I offered before, but I think that has kind of hindered me when it comes to some of my artwork sales, so it's something that I want to add as an option now. But that's still something that I need to add to the listings as I'm putting them up and kind of play around and make sure that I can put those on like an expert before I offer the service. I have my vinyl cutter roller that's super, super dusty. It really, really needs cleaned. I have Cricut transfer paper, a staple gun. I don't know why I have a staple. Oh, I do know why I have a staple gun in here. I have that in here from when I was making an Easter door hanger. That's why I have that in here. I have transfer powder from when I attempted to do the DTF hack. The DTF hack is still something that I use on my own personal t-shirts, so this stuff has not gone to waste, and it's something that I can use on like my daughter's graphic tees that she wants, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on them. Then I will do the DTF hack on them because it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Down here I have the majority of all of my cardstock. I still make a lot of greeting cards and banners and stuff. I really wish that I would have recorded last week because I made a banner for my daughter's graduation party that we had over the weekend, and I made this really, really pretty happy birthday sign for my best friend's cake topper. It was, well, I say cake topper. It was a cake topper sign, but it wasn't on a cake because she doesn't like cake. We did a fruit tray, and that's what I set it in. But I didn't record any of that, and I should have. But anyway, I have a ton of cardstock. I love making greeting cards. I always have. They're just not a big seller, so I don't spend a whole lot of time on it anymore, but I do miss it. Okay, I feel like that angle's just a little bit better. I didn't realize that I would be sitting on the floor for so much of this, but here I am. Okay, moving on down, I have my Cricut Maker 3 up here. If you've watched some of my previous studio vlogs, you know that I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. Some days I love it, some days I hate it. It just depends on whether or not the design software is working or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But eventually I will probably also have a silhouette, I think is what I've decided on. But for right now, the Cricut just is. I don't have the budget to get the silhouette right now, so the Cricut is where I'm at. Right here I have, shoot, what's the word? Laminate. I have holographic laminate sheets and clear ones all right through here. I also have a ton of extra sticker paper. I have so much sticker paper right now. It's unreal, and I haven't been making a whole lot of stickers lately. So I really need to use that up, especially because I'm ready to move to a different brand, but I'm not moving to a different brand until after I use the sticker paper up. This little folder right here that's got these cute little puppy dogs on it is all my extra scraps of laminate that I have, because whenever you do a print and cut sheet on Cricut, you only have just a small portion, like you're not using the entire sheet of paper. So the laminate pages are an 8 by 11. They're the same size as what your sheet of sticker paper is. So there's a lot that's cut off whenever you're making stickers or anything that's print and cut, and I don't want it to go to waste, so I keep all the scraps, and then whenever I'm making stickers like individually or something, then I'll just pull out one of those and see if its size is right, and then I'll use up the scraps that I've got. Then I have my bookshelf that is just a bunch of different books. This definitely is not all the books that I own, but it's a big chunk of them. These are all my art books that I have purchased over the last few years that I have studied and read and trained with, and they've been a great tool to me. I pull these out every once in a while whenever I'm looking for some inspiration or whenever there's a skill that I'm trying to work on. Like, I've got a few of these idea books. This one's pretty cool. It's like flip pages. That's really neat. But I have like everything from the simple basic flower drawings to things that are a lot more detailed. And I love art books. I always have, even if I never really do anything with them, I always read them, I always look through them, and I always get inspiration from them. My craft cart. This top part right here, I have all of my tools that I need. Like, I have different tapes, I have like the adhesive tape dots, staples, just all sorts of different random tools, sandpaper, everything. It's a big miscellaneous drawer, but it's all useful tools. This drawer right here, I have all of my little knickknacks for like pictures and things, like little doodads or whatever you want to call them. The sparkly stuff, the stuff that's great for photography props. I also use some of those on greeting cards and just like little accessories. Down here is a drawer that is full of nothing but washi tape. I have a bunch of washi tape. I use it quite a bit. I don't use it as much as what I used to, but I do use it quite a bit. Down here is a ton of ribbon plus little accessories for some wood signs that I've made. Most of it's ribbon though. Couple random things of like the wood cutouts that you can get for really cheap at Walmart and Hobby Lobby that I got a bunch of those to paint and put on wreaths and door hangers, and they're in that drawer with the ribbons too. And then down here I have all my stamp stuff. I have these press stamps, all of my stamp pads, all of my brushes, and those I use for greeting cards, and I've made a few bookmarks with that stuff. And I love that drawer. I love stamp stuff. Even more art books. I have a bunch of these little art books. My daughter and I have both gone through these a lot. Okay, I'm going to take just a minute to get a cup of coffee because this is turning out a lot longer than what I thought it was going to be. So much so that my coffee's gone cold. How was your all's weekend? Mine was fun. It was a lot of fun. We went and rode dirt bikes and we camped for my daughter's graduation party. We did 2 graduation parties for her. We did one here at home the day after her graduation, and then we had one scheduled for the weekend after her graduation to go camping and riding with our friends and family up in Kentucky, but it got rained out, so we had to reschedule, and we rescheduled it for this past weekend, and we just got back from that yesterday, and it was a blast. We had, the weather was really, really hot, like really hot, and we all roasted, but thankfully there was a really nice breeze going all weekend, so that did help, and we had, the way we had set our campers up allowed us to have shade, like a bunch of shade all the way around, and we set our canopies up and put four fans out, so it really was tolerable. It really wasn't that bad. We had 2 cookouts. So lots of food. We played cornhole and ladder ball and rode dirt bikes, and it was just a blast. There is, in our group that camps together, there's 16 of us that usually go. Only 14 could go this time, but only 12 camped. And it was amazing. We had such a good time. We had a few friends and family show up for the cookout to celebrate her graduation on Saturday, and we just hung out and played games and talked and ate good food and ate way too much food and ate even more food. And it was such a good weekend. We haven't had a whole lot of camping time this year, which is surprising for us. Usually once the snow is gone, we are usually camping every other weekend, and we're usually with our 2 crew every other weekend. We haven't been able to do that this year. Everybody's work schedules has been so insanely crazy that we've gotten together. This is only our 2nd time this year. So it was a lot of fun having everybody back together. We have another camping trip coming up in a couple weeks. And then we have our vacation coming up, and then another camping trip the day after we get back from vacation. Like, we aren't even coming home. We're going and picking up our dog, which she'll be about 30 minutes away from where we're camping at, and then we go straight to our friend's house where we're camping at instead of coming home. So we won't be home for almost, it'll be a week and a half. And I'm a homebody, so that'll be a little bit difficult for me, but it'll be a good time. We're looking forward to it. July is just absolutely packed. That's a lot of travel. It's a lot of time, a lot of money, but it'll be fun. It'll be a great way to end our summer, because Hunter, my son, goes back to school on July 30th, which is insane. I will never understand why they're starting school in July. But that is what it is. Okay, back to the studio tour. Okay, when we were moving everything around, I could not decide if I wanted to keep this bookshelf or not, because I originally just had my vinyl on it, and I just kind of was feeling like it was a waste of space. But I think it's really pretty, and it used to be in my daughter's bedroom, and I really like this piece of furniture. It's really heavy and sturdy, and it's just really pretty. So instead of having my vinyl on it now, I have made it my picking station. So this little tray right here is just kind of random little flowers and stuff that I've made that are good for, like wreaths and door hangers and things like that. I have my Sony speaker that I use constantly. I absolutely love this thing. And then behind here I have my DTF transfers for keychains are stored in this little basket. And then underneath that is all the mouse mats that are for sale and ready to go. They're packaged up and neat, and they just need somebody to say, hey, I want one. That's what I've got on that shelf now. This shelf right here, we have my husband's label maker that I think I actually use more than he does now. I have a bunch of ornament blanks. As I said, I will be doing a lot of custom ornaments over Christmas time, and I have a ton of them ready to go. I've got those smaller ones, I've got these bigger ones, and then of course I've got the round bulb ones. I have all of my car coasters packaged and cute and ready to go. I have sold quite a few of these already, and they seem to have been a big hit in the studio, so that's definitely something I will keep stock of. Over here I have sticker sheets that I have available for sale. I have mystery sticker packs for sale, and then all of the greeting cards that I have for sale are all in this little basket. There used to be a lot more of this stuff, but I have definitely slowed down on making these because they don't sell as fast. The mystery sticker packs, I really wish that they would sell better, because I think they're cute. I really like the packaging, but I've had issues selling a few of these, especially with TikTok. TikTok won't let me put these up for sale, but I think those are really cute. And it's definitely, I need to make more of the mystery sticker packs, because I have a bunch of seconds stickers that really need to be put up for sale. Some that the cuts just weren't quite right on them or something. I mean, seconds happen all the time, and you need to be able to push those out too. So a good way to do that is with mystery sticker packs. This is the first camera I ever had. My husband got me this camera when I had my first Etsy shop so that I could do product photography, and my first Etsy shop was jewelry. I did a lot of jewelry making, and then I did like hair accessories, hair bows and stuff whenever my daughter was little, and I used this for all the product photography. And now it just kind of sits there because memories. Okay. Sorry, about broke my camera there. All right, these two shelves right here, this one, all this box is just scraps of cardstock. Whenever I cut up a piece of cardstock, all the little scraps and stuff that are left over, I keep in this box, and I have them organized in folders by color. And that's all that is. And I have my laptop bag. Put back in there. That is really heavy. There's a lot of scraps. I have my laptop and iPad carry case for whenever I have to work while we're camping and whenever I take my stuff to the park or something. Then I have this little box I take with me every time I go to the park because it gives me a solid surface to be able to draw on or paint on or whatever I want to do. And then inside I have bunch of different decals and stickers and things for craft products. I usually take these out whenever I go to the park, but I have them in there just to store them and keep them flat for now. And so I remember where they're at. Okay. Here I have all of my blank card holders for your phones. I haven't sublimated these yet. I have a new option that I'll be coming out with that'll have the black leather instead of the brown leather. I also purchased some pop sockets that I can sublimate that will go with the black cases. I just need to decide on the designs that I want to do on those. So I don't have those done yet, but the blanks are up there. Here I have all of the koozies that I still have for sale. Instead of just the blanks, I have the made ones up here. Did I drop one? No. And this little box right here, I've got all of the coasters that I have made up and ready to go. I need to bag the Valentine's ones. I have my sticky notes ready to go. These have been a good seller too. I've been really surprised at how well these sold. I'm very happy with that because that's all my original artwork, and I think these turned out phenomenally well. I love these. I think they're so beautiful. I have 2 new sticky note designs and 2 new notepad designs that will hopefully be coming out by the end of July. I'm working on the drawings for them right now, and I've got to send them off to get them manufactured, but hopefully those will be listed and ready to go by the end of July. Crossing my fingers. And then I have all of the card holders that I have made, all packaged and cute and ready like a little store. I have these little pencil pouches. I don't have these listed yet, but I do have the photographs taken of them, so I'm getting ready to list these. My goal this week is to have these up and ready to go in my studio. I've got them available in green and in black, and it's just dirt or glitter and dirt, mama of both. Then I have all of my Christmas ornaments that are currently available. If you haven't checked these out, these are super cute. They're a lot of fun. I have a lot of other designs similar to these that I'm going to add to my shop this year, and I will probably get making those. I'll probably start on Christmas stuff at the end of July. That's my plan. I need to get through fall first, and I've got a couple more summer designs that I want to do, but I will be starting the Christmas stuff very soon. So that is this picking area. And then y'all have seen these multiple times. So I don't know that I'm really going to go through a whole lot. All of this down here is empty except for I've got my magnetic bookmarks down here. But up here is just all of my other bookmarks. I have a ton of them in here. Like, I'm getting to the point that I'm going to need another one of these cases before long, and I definitely need another one with the smaller containers. I get these containers off of Amazon. They're not cheap, but they have been wonderful to have. It's so easy to keep everything organized and neat, and I like how they look too. So that's where I get these from. On the fronts, I have the SKUs of each bookmark, keychain, and sticker listed so that everything's a lot easier to see. It took me forever to get all that organized, but now that it has made coming and picking for orders so much easier. Coming on around. Up on the top here, I have a picture of me and all my girlfriends. We had this picture taken right before we went out to dinner for my birthday last year. Yes, last year. And I just put that in a frame today, actually, because for all of their birthdays, I'm giving them all that picture for their birthdays and finding frames that go with their houses really well. And my friend Misty's birthday was last week, so I gave her hers over the weekend and went ahead and put mine in a frame too and put it out here. Up here, I've got just this little purple, pretty container thing that I got at Michael's over Easter. I use it a lot for photography, like a background prop. These little containers right here, I have my little miniature stickers that I have for sale. I don't have a whole lot of those, but I'm working on having more of those, especially for like freebies and stuff. Up here, I have all my keychains that I have available. I am out of keychain storage, so I really need to order another one of these just for keychains or come up with a different solution because these are jam-packed. I'm actually considering getting another one of these bigger ones for the keychains or moving all the keychains down. I can't decide, but these are very, very full. Below the keychains, I have all my die cut stickers that are 1.5 to 2.5 inches. And then the bigger ones have all my die cut stickers that are 3 inches or 2.5 inches or bigger. Let's see. My mess down here on the floor. This box right here, is all of the seconds stuff that I need to put up for sale. It's got all the greeting cards, the bookmarks, the stickers, everything that's got just a little bit of imperfections or things that I'm discontinuing. So I really need to do a sale on that stuff and go ahead and get it moved out. But that is what I have for those right now. That does not include the t-shirts and sweatshirts that I need to move out in my seconds. This Ulta bag right here is just full of nail stuff. I had nowhere else to put it, so it just kind of stays right there. A mini trash can that has definitely been more useful than what I thought it was going to be. Then this container right here has all of my different sketch pads and not sticker pads, like marker pads and a little bit of transfer paper, my palette paper. It just has like all of my paper goods that I need for artwork. It's got all my watercolor books. It has my mixed media pages. It has everything. And of course, Bella's dog bed. We'll start at the bottom. I have two Epson ET2803 EcoTank printers. This one right here is my regular printer. This one right here is my sublimation printer. And they're right here. I converted this to sublimation right as soon as I got the printer, and it has worked so well. Like, if you are thinking about converting a printer and don't want to spend a whole lot of money, I definitely recommend this one, especially for beginners, because it's cheap, it's easy, and I get the Hippo sublimation ink to go with it, and it really has not been expensive to keep up with. It works well, and I highly recommend. I have a Label Life thermal printer. I love the color of it. It works great. Setup was a little confusing on it, and I can't use it by just its Bluetooth setting, which is kind of frustrating. It has to be plugged in because for some reason it just won't work with the Bluetooth setting, but it works fine with the way that it is, and I would love to use it a lot more. So hint, hint, order from me. Shameless plug, I know. Down below it, I just recently ordered that little stand right there. That is a Munbin thermal label printer stand. I want to get a roll of thermal stickers that I can do like my Happy Mail inside or something like that, and have them printed on that too. Back behind that printer, I have just financial books. That's where I keep all my record keeping, my checkbooks and stuff are at. I keep all of my spare batteries for my camera up here. I have 4 batteries for this camera. That way I never have to stress about my battery being low. I could just easily swap it out, and that's where I keep it, and they stay on constant charge. Up through here, I keep all my ink over on this side, envelopes, twine, and just little decorative like ropes and ribbons and things, little accessory pieces and die cuts for greeting cards. This is just kind of a mismatched basket right here. I never really know what's going to go in it. It's just kind of sitting there taking up space, but it's there if I need it. Whenever I order from another artist, I always keep their thank you cards, and then I've got some pins from other artists up here. I've got had some stickers up there, but I think I used the stickers. But I keep all of their thank you cards that are all handmade, because it's like having my own personal piece of artwork from them. And then I keep my sublimation paper and my sticker paper up towards the top, and just another random basket full of paper stuff. This little sign down here, the Just a Woman Building Her Craft Empire, is the very first vinyl sign that I ever made. It's definitely not perfect. The vinyl is peeling off in a lot of different places, but I was really proud of it whenever I was done with it, and it's just a reminder of where I started and then how far I've come. So I love that sign. Up here on the wall, up there on the wall is a fish that my husband caught when he was about my son's age, maybe a little bit younger than my son's age, and won this massive tournament based on that fish. And there were so many people angry because a kid won an adults tournament. But him and his dad used to fish tournaments together a lot, and they were really proud of that one. They should be really proud of that one. So it's hung in that spot since we moved into this house, and that's just where it stays. And there's the trophy that goes with it, and that's where he hangs out at. And then this little flag right here, we went to a freestyle race when my kids were little, and took them around to get all their first signatures. So all the professional signatures are all on this flag, so that's where it hangs. And then my trophy is my little United States map that I fill in every time somebody orders from a new state. And that's this corner. And then of course we have my desk area, the area that I pretty much live at. I have my iPad set up over here. I could not tell you what year. I think it's 2000. I think it's a 19. I don't remember what version or anything. I just know that I use it, and I use it a lot. I have a separate keyboard for it. Over here I have a charger for my phone, AirPods, and Apple Watch. I don't know what these things are called. I have no idea, but it's to where I can use my SD cards, I can plug in, use my wireless mouse. I've got my label printer plugged in right here, and that's all connected to the MacBook. I have this little sloth that my daughter got me last year, I think, either last year or the year before, for an accessory for my studio. I love sloths. I always have. I think they're adorable, and I just keep them up here with me now. I also have this amazing candle that she got me for Christmas. It's the Citrus Spritz and Italian Coast from Buff City Soaps. Well, I guess it's called Sunshine. Yeah, it's called Sunshine. But it smells so amazing. I went to Buff City Soap last week before we went on our camping trip to look and see if they still had this candle, and they don't have it anymore. At least not at mine, but if they ever have it again, I would definitely purchase it again. Up here, I have my planner where this is where I kind of outline everything that I want to accomplish for the month. Like looking ahead today, I filled in July's sections of everything I would like to accomplish for July. I have my SD card holder, my budget book to try to keep on track with my finances. This is our family budget book, not my business budget book, but I keep it all here because this is where I pay all my bills. Little notepad from Catnip Studios, my fitness planner where I try to track a little bit of what I'm eating, my exercise, my water, trying to make sure that I'm staying on track so that I know if I'm not losing weight, why I'm not losing weight. Like it's already right there in front of me. I can't deny it. I can't make excuses. It's just right there. I'm really bad about remembering to fill that out though, mainly because I guess I just don't want to know the truth. But that's where I keep my planners at. I have a bunch of sticky notes under here, and then of course my teal keyboard and mouse mat or a desk mat. And I really need to replace this thing. It's gotten really, really gross over the course of a couple years. I've had this for 2 years now. And it's just like I had self-tanning lotion on and it rubbed off one day when I was sitting here doing a lot of paperwork. And it comes with a little wrist rest for your mouse too. These things have been amazing and I would definitely use them again. I got them both off of Amazon, but I really need to order some new ones. My keyboard came from Walmart and it's cute and I like how it sounds when you're typing on it. I love keyboards. My mouse is great until I have to plug in my hard drive, my external hard drive. Whenever I have to plug in my external hard drive, my keyboard and my mouse no longer work with the MacBook. And I don't know why. They just don't. So as soon as I plug that in, I'm stuck using this keyboard up here. I keep all my highlighters and Sharpies over here. I have a cute little coaster from Catnip Studios. My mouse mat is from Catnip Studios. If you can't tell, I love Catnip. I always have. She's amazing. I have this little basket that's full of pens and markers and highlighters and a little bookmark from Emily Cromwell Designs for whenever I start my next book. I keep this stack right here of stickers and I have this bookmark down here to remind me that I need to take product photos of all of these products because I don't have them listed. I had them all put up in storage and I don't have any of them listed. Duh. So I have these up here as a reminder to me, hey Hannah, take product photos of these and get these listed. I keep my glasses up here. I do not have prescription glasses. These are just the blue light glasses to help from computer strain. And yes, these do work and these do work very, very well. I could tell a huge difference on the days that I wear them and the days that I don't. I bought a pack of 5 of them off of Amazon and they come in 5 different colors so I can kind of match them up to whatever I'm wearing and make it a little bit fun. But highly, highly recommend if you do not use blue light glasses to use blue light glasses because you gotta save your eyes. I have my planner, my daily planner that I use pretty religiously. I don't always stick to the plans that I make. Like most of the time I don't. I'm usually extremely ambitious with what I want to get done in a day and I'm lucky if I get half of it done. But I got this one off of Amazon. I love the format of this planner. This is the second time that I have ordered this exact same planner because I get stuck in one certain layout and that's how I want to keep on doing it. I do think I'm going to go to a bullet planner, like a bullet journal style planner next year instead of doing one of these. Mainly, first of all, because it's cheaper, and secondly, because then I could do with pages what I want to do with them. But for now, this is how I work it out. And I have these cute little stickers on here for this week by Peppercut Studios. She is incredible. I love her videos, and you should check her out. She's amazing. Let's see. Down here, I have a little bit of a sticker obsession and a stationery obsession. So I have my journal. I don't journal as often as what I should. I was in the habit of journaling every day because I read, shoot, what was the book that I read? The Artist Way. I read this book by Julia Cameron 2 years ago, and this book, it changed the way that I looked at my business. It changed the way that I looked at how I was running my business, how I was operating as an artist. I love this book, and I highly, highly recommend it. It was very eye-opening to get through it, and honestly, it's probably something that I could really use revisiting every once in a while. Like once a year, this is definitely a book that would help to revisit once a year. But in this book, you are supposed to journal every day. You're supposed to journal 3 pages every day. And that was a very, very hard habit for me to get into. But once I got into it, the days that I did not journal, I definitely struggled. The days that I did journal, like if I did it first thing in the morning, as soon as I woke up while I was having my first cup of coffee, my entire day was just changed. Like my head was clear. I knew exactly what I needed to do. I was a lot more focused. So it's definitely something that I need to get back into. And honestly, now that I'm talking about it, I might start this book again like today because it's very, very useful. Especially if you're just kind of in a slump or you're doubting yourself, that book will definitely help you on your journey. But I have in that bag, I've got all my Happy Planner stickers and things like that. As I used to obsessively buy Happy Planner stickers until I realized that there's so many small artists out there that make stickers, and now that's who all I buy from. Like I don't know that I will ever buy any more Happy Planner stickers. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. I really like supporting smaller businesses. So that's kind of my focus. This thing, it is extremely dirty with dog hair, but this stays underneath my desk. It is a little footrest, and it has helped me tremendously. It's kept me from crossing my feet all the time. It's kept me from sitting on my feet. It keeps me in a better posture while sitting at my desk. And if you struggle with foot cramps, if you struggle with sitting still, this is definitely something I highly recommend for underneath your desk. It has been wonderful. I love it. Honestly, I use it so much that I forget that it's there. Okay. That's the desk area. There's a lot in my studio. Okay, this thing right here is one of the new changes that I made. Whenever I was going through and redoing everything. This used to be just full of junk, basically. It wasn't useful at all. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing at all. It didn't inspire creativity at all. Now, I come out here, it's one of the first things that I see in my studio, and it just makes me want to create. It has all of my creativity supplies. Like it has all of my oil paints, it has all my water paints, it has all my oil pastels, my charcoals, my gouache, all of my watercolors. It has everything that just makes my skin kind of tingle and makes me want to grab a paintbrush and just sit down and create. So this has been fantastic to have right here. And right in front of here is where my painting desk is. So having it all together now has really just inspired my creativity, and it has been one of the best changes that I have made in my studio. So if you have a roll cart like this and you also have a million different art supplies like what I do, I highly recommend filling it up with everything that's colorful that you love to use, because it will inspire your creativity. And put it somewhere that you see it every day, put it somewhere that it's neat and just as a focal point for you, especially for your creative business, because I promise you it will kind of get the juices flowing and get you ready to sit down and create something beautiful. Or at least it has for me. I want to show you all this blanket. My mother-in-law got me this blanket for Christmas. And she told me that she got it for me to take camping or whatever I want to use for it. But it's so nice I don't want to take it camping because I'm afraid that it'll get ruined. Let's see, what way does it go? Isn't that like the sweetest thing ever? Hanna's campfire and coffee blanket. It is just perfect for me. And I love sitting by campfires, and I am a coffee addict, so it's perfect. And this is so, so soft. So I've been using it in the studio a lot on the days that it gets really cold and I'm sitting down and doing just nothing but admin work. I sit with this a lot. But I have this over my painting chair and at my painting desk. My desk has paint all over it. When I say painting desk, I mean painting desk. That is what it is used for. This is where I do all of like my wood signs and my ornaments and all of my projects that I can sit down for. And if I'm doing like smaller canvases that I don't want to stand up for, I'll do them at this desk. This desk has been through a lot of wear and tear. This is what I started with. When I first started my business, this is all that I had, was just this painting desk. And then it has evolved to everything else. I have thought numerous times about getting rid of this desk because it does take up a lot of space and I don't use it a whole lot anymore. But the memories, like just knowing that this is what I started with, just this in a little corner is all that I had whenever I started my business. And it's nice to see where you started to what you have now. It's amazing. Yeah, this is my super uncomfy desk chair. It is actually a drafting chair, so it does work a lot better for artwork instead of sitting at a computer. But when I bought it to use while I was working at an easel. So it was never meant to be a true desk chair. I just ended up using it as a desk chair for a long time because I was broke. But it is very uncomfortable unless you're sitting up on it drawing and creating. Like, it's definitely not meant to be lounged in at all. My little Ot light, I think is what it's called. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. I think. I love this light. It's great. I don't think it's plugged in right now. It's not. It gets very, very bright and doesn't cast a whole lot of shadows, and it's been wonderful for working on artwork. I had it up on my workbench for a long time while I didn't have very good lighting in here, trying to kind of brighten up my studio vlogs, but I don't need to do that now, so now I can use it for what it was intended to be used for. I have some random pens and drawing supplies up here, all of my bigger brushes, a mason jar for painting, and just little odd things placed here and there. I've got all my hot glue supplies just because I needed a place to put them, and that's where I've got them at now. I also have a spare tripod down here on the floor that, if you watched many studio vlogs ago, you saw that I finally upgraded what tripod I wanted to use, because the one that I was using was breaking and could only go up so high, so it was like cutting my head off every time I tried to film. Alright, moving on to probably my favorite part of the studio. Well, I don't know. Because I have a new part of the studio now. So maybe not my... It's so hard to choose. I love every part of my studio. This painting up here is something that I did a few years ago. I did it completely with palette knives, and I absolutely love this work. I do not have this listed up for sale because I don't think that I want to get rid of it. I love it. I love the colors that are in it. There was a lot of emotion that went into that painting. It's got a lot of meaning to it for me, but I would love to make more like it. And it is massive and beautiful, and I thought, I don't have a sign that says outfolded or anything fancy like that, but why not put a piece of my artwork up there for display? We wanted to do a second shelf up here for a lot of my chemical supplies and things, but now I'm not so sure that I want to do that. We will see if it becomes a necessity later on, but for now, I love how everything is set right now. Changing all of this around, it used to be a huge mess because it had all my chemicals for painting and stuff all over it. It was so full. And now it's just pretty. Now I still have a little bit of my supplies. I've got all my colored pencils up here. I've got some of my markers up here, my Posca pens, my craft paint. I still have a lot of my creative supplies up here, but everything is spaced so neatly and perfectly, and I love having all my brushes on display because I love paintbrushes. I could buy a million different paintbrushes. It's kind of like a stationery addiction. It's a paintbrush addiction. I love it. Am I the only one, or if you paint, are you the same way? Do you love them too? And then down through the pegboards, I've got more, I have my watercolor pencils. I have just cheap little markers that I like fill out thank you cards and stuff with. Then I have my Cricut pens. I have charcoal pencils. Oh, some random types of paint. Just a mixture of all sorts of different art supplies that I didn't really have a place for. I have Happiness is Homemade is a Pioneer, I think it's a Pioneer Woman picture that I got from Walmart. I just thought it was really pretty. I have my craft room open 24 hours. Imagine, create, and inspire is a sign that I made last year or the year before. And I thought about selling those. I just haven't made any more of them. And then I have all my Prismacolor pencils and then my Cricut mats on either side. Right now, my workbench is actually pretty bare. And if you saw last week's studio vlog compared to this week's studio vlog, there's definitely a difference with this work table. And I will show you why in just a minute. But this is where everything gets made. This is where I take every single project. Right now, I'm currently working on getting these bookmarks finished. I'm adding this pretty little antique white ribbon to these bookmarks. Isn't that pretty? And then these will be listed soon. But I'm going to finish those up today. And then bring you down a little bit. I have this very random John Deere stool that I got from my best friend. Her and her husband had a bunch of these sitting in their kitchen and they got rid of them and upgraded their stools and asked if we wanted one. And I said, yeah, sure, because that'll work really well around my work desk. Down here, I've changed a lot around. This area down here used to be jam-packed with all of my packing supplies. It used to have all my boxes, my tissue paper, my bubble wrap. It used to have everything stacked on each other. Like, it was so full that whenever I'd go to pull something out, everything would just fall down. I went to pack some orders last week, and by the time I got done, there was more on my floor than what was on my shelf. So that was the time that I called my husband and said, something has to change. We have got to make a change in the studio. I can't keep doing this. I cannot keep packing orders the same place that I'm working on everything. It cannot happen. So we made some changes. We have converted this completely into my workbench. We have some random supplies down here, like we've got my guillotine. We keep rubbing alcohol on hand at all times. This random basket full of some cello bags that I don't know why that's there, but I'm sure that'll change eventually. I've got my cotton swabs that I really need to refill. My little cup holder for doing the UV DTF on the Libby glasses. I also put down some of my book collection down here. Like I have my Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I have my entire ACOTAR series. I have just a lot of books that we're stacking up on that shelf over there. I've moved to over here just to kind of add some decoration in here. This is a bin that has pens and labeling stickers for like my t-shirt bags and things. Another paper cutter. This, I don't think there's anything in this right now. No, it's just a random box. Sorry about that. My battery died. Anyway, I think where I left off at, I told you I have another paper cutter here. This just pretty box. It's one of my shipping boxes and it's just pretty, so I put it up here for decoration. I have a huge stack of chipboard back here that's used. I use it for packaging like stickers, and I've used it for greeting cards, and whenever I attempted to make sticky notes on my own, or not sticky notes, notepads. I have all my laminating pouches for all my bookmarks, which I'll have to do another order of those fairly soon. Up here, I've got my laminator for my bookmarks. And then down here, I keep some of, can you see? On this table, I have some extra Libby glasses that don't have designs on them. And I have them labeled by what size they are and what kind of straw they take. All of the glasses that I order, even ordering them from the same manufacturers, they've all been different. It's very frustrating. See, this box right here is my white coffee mugs that are all still blank. And then I have the colored coffee mugs that I have left that have like the interior color and the handle color. This box right here is the rest of my 9x7 rigid mailers. I go through a lot of these. This is what I ship everybody's bookmarks in. I've been through a ton of these. These are definitely my most used packing supply. And then this one, crinkle paper. I really need to order like just some teal crinkle paper or something for packing orders. But these I had whenever I was doing the tote bags over Christmas time. I used them for photo props, and whenever I sold the tote bags, I had some of that in the packages, and it was really cute. I have this standing mat that I got from Walmart, and I really need to get me another one. I'd like to find a pretty one though, instead of just black. And I would really like to find some that are more runner style, that are longer. So if you know where I can find any of those, let me know, because I would really love to cover this whole area with these mats, because underneath this floor is concrete, so it gets, my feet get very sore standing on this floor all day long. That's why usually I have shoes on in my studio. So please don't cringe when you see me having shoes on in my house. It's because I'm standing on concrete all day long. So not that I should have to explain that, but I'm going to explain that to you, because I know a lot of people don't like shoes in their house. I don't like shoes in my house, but in this room, I wear shoes about all day long. Of course, I say that and I'm barefoot right now. But I knew there'd be a lot of up and down in this video. Okay. All right, moving on to this area. All I wanted for Christmas was a trash can. That's no joke. My son asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I told him, I said, I really need a bigger trash can for my studio. Like really, because I was using like one of the little bathroom trash cans out here. And I was filling it in like 30 minutes. I said, I really, really need a full-size trash can in the studio. So he got me this one, plus the little one that's over by my desk, and that was the gift that I got from my kids for Christmas. And I know it seems very odd to be excited about that and happy about that, but when that's what you need and that's what you ask for, good job, kids. Here I have my bigger packing supplies. I bought bigger boxes in case somebody orders like 2 sweatshirts at a time, because the rest of the boxes that I had aren't big enough for that. So I've got a few of those. I have a few tubes for my bigger paintings, and then just some poster board for photography reasons. And that's that area. Then we move on to a very random spot, but we move on into my laundry room. Please don't mind the mess over there. But over here, we have this very large clothing rack where I have currently all of my seconds shirts and my blank shirts that aren't done yet, or that I haven't done anything with yet. And then down here, I'm not going to go through all of this, but this is all of my random like board making blocks, door hangers, like all my wood supplies, all my home decor supplies are all currently stored right here. And then we have the painting that I am currently working on, sitting on my easel. I've been working on this painting for way too long, and hopefully I will have it finished very soon. The lighting is kind of harsh right there, but it's a large painting. It's a beautiful painting. It's very, very colorful. And over here, I have my table that I keep my palette and stuff on. I'm going to have my husband build me another dowel hook, like what you saw over by the heat presses, but it's going to go along this entire wall, and I'm going to have places to hang all of my palette knives up like this, and then I want a shelf above it to where I can put all the paints that I'm using on my current painting on top of it. That way all of my supplies are just right here, and I can keep my water glasses and all of that up here. So that's something that we hope to add to the studio. hopefully within the next month or so. Whenever he's got time to build it for me is when we will add that. But I think that'll be a great addition over here in the corner. This is where this is where I paint my bigger paintings at. Especially now that I have better lighting over here. This is a little bit of a landing, like it's a good step up right here compared to the rest of my studio. And of course my kitchen's right behind us, but this is where all of my painting supplies stay. This is where I have all my chemicals for my oil paint. This is where my easel stays at, because this is the only place that we have that's kind of out of the way, and the easel takes up a lot of space. And this is where I know no one's going to mess with. Like it's a no drop zone. Nobody's allowed to touch anything in this area. This is my corner and my corner only. Like even my daughter, she also paints, but she has to come and ask me permission before she touches anything that's over here, because they never know what I've been working on. They don't know if I've added varnish to anything that day. They don't know if I put a new coat of oil on there. Of course you can smell it, but they don't know. So they don't touch this stuff. I spend a lot of time and effort on these paintings, and I would just absolutely cry if something got destroyed. But I have palette paper. I don't use like a permanent palette, because I don't want to have to take the time to scrape everything and clean everything. So I choose to use palette paper. I know it's wasteful to some, but it's what I use and what I will probably continue to use. I got this little table. I don't want to pull it out because it's a lot of effort to put it back where it's at, but it's the shape of a palette, and it's got like paint splatters all over it, and I got it from Hobby Lobby, and it's super cute. I love it. I also have extra easels down here. My daughter uses these easels a lot in her bedroom. I've got a mini one, a middle one, and then I've got my monster one. I also have a travel easel that I have not been gutsy enough to use outside of my own yard yet. But hopefully this fall, maybe I'll branch out and take it to the park and paint a scene of the lake or something. I need to. I mean, we have gorgeous mountains and gorgeous lakes around here. I really need to do that. I keep all of my glitter supplies down on the bottom of my easel now. All of my varnishes, all of my oil supplies, all of my like paint thinners or paint thickeners, or everything that I could use to make my paint flow the way that I want it to. All the glitters right here. I have another easel that was given to me by the church back here. I just haven't found a permanent place to put it. Back behind this easel is another painting that I am currently working on that is not finished yet. I only have just a little bit more to add to that one, and then that will be done. Down here is just a random box of fall decoration pieces for like wreaths and things. It fits underneath that easel really well, so that's just where it's always stayed. This very random lid I keep to put over my palette paper whenever I know I'm not going to be painting for a few hours, so that my acrylic paint won't dry up or I don't get dust in my oil paints. And then why the BB gun is right there, I don't know. We usually always keep a BB gun by the doors. I don't know why. We've just done it since our kids were little, I guess. And in my husband's parents' house and in his grandparents' house and basically every southern house that I've been in, there's always some kind of gun beside a door. And ours has just always been BB guns. I don't know why. I mean, they've come in use a few times, but like shooting at blackbirds to get off of the bird feeders or things like that, strike that. I mean, they have been useful. My kids absolutely loved using BB guns when they were little. So it is randomly there. I don't know. Well, I do know why. Hang on. Okay. Let me move you over to my newest portion of my studio. The BB gun used to be right here beside this door, and it won't fit there now because I got something new. I purchased this beautiful toolbox for myself last week. When I threw my fit over all of my packing supplies falling out all over the floor, I told my husband, I said, enough is enough. I have a solution and we're going to go and buy it. I said, I want a giant toolbox for my packing station. And he kind of looked at me like I was crazy. And then he started looking at all my packing supplies and how I have so many different packing supplies. And he's like, okay, I guess that really kind of makes sense. So, welcome to my new packing station. It isn't quite finished yet. I want to get some pegboard put up here to where I can hang up my washi tapes, my thank you tapes, just some random things. I really want to add pegboard through here. I really would like to have a sign, or make a sign too, that says Hanna's Packing Station or something like that. And eventually I would like to get the Shopify order counter, but that'll come when I have more orders coming in. I keep my little mini tripod over here for making reels and packing videos. I have my packing supply basket that has all my glassine bags that I go through a ton of for bookmarks. I have my sales tracker. I have the bookmark giveaways right now. I have all my thank you cards. And this book is where I keep my personal records of who has ordered, what they've ordered, and where they ordered from. I keep some pens in here, thank you stickers to go on the back of packages, and my business cards are all in this little basket. Over here, I have all of my freebie stickers that go in each order or on the back of each package. And the freebie stickers take up the top portions, and then I have, I have some DTF transfers in here. I don't know why they're in here instead of in that other basket, but that's where they're at right now. I got this little flower at Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago, and I think it's adorable. Isn't it cute? And the colors go really well in my studio. I have Valentine's stickers that are all freebie stickers. Then I have the current freebie stickers that I'm using are some of the Flower Power stickers for just random orders. Now, if somebody orders some of my spicy bookmarks, then I have spicy bookmark stickers that are freebie giveaways. I have some packaging accessories that I put on the back of certain packages. I was bad. I ordered these off of Temu a long time ago before I realized how bad Temu is. I don't order off of Temu anymore. Like, I've only ever ordered from them one time, and then I started learning how much of a ripoff they are to artists, and I have never ordered from Temu since then. But I do have these to finish going through, and I put them on the backs of rigid mailers just to decorate them a little bit. I have fall thank you stickers, then the fall giveaway stickers. I am fully ready for fall orders. Like, I have a ton of free stickers for fall. I have some Christmas stickers that are left. I'll have to make more of those. And then I have labels for die cut stickers that I need to finish putting on their storage containers. In this little one, I have my cup care cards for the Libby cups to tell you how you can wash them and how you can care for them. And then I have sticker insert cards for the cello bags. They're little backer cards. Then down here, I have a couple thank you cards and little baggies for stickers. Just a few random things. I have my tape dispenser, which I have a love-hate relationship with. I really would like to upgrade to one of the more automatic, where you're just pushing a button and your tape comes through, instead of one of these, because this is kind of a pain in the butt to use, but it does the job. So I'm grateful for it, and it's pretty. So I want to show you how I have these drawers organized, because I just think this is the coolest thing ever. This top drawer is all the supplies that I use on a regular basis. I have my paper that I use in place of bubble wrap to wrap up all of my Libby cups and coffee mugs and anything that's fragile. I have extra envelopes for people who order stickers without tracking. I have my labels that go on packages and the back of bookmarks, like all of my logo labels. And then I have packaging labels for those who order, like the spicy bookmarks and other bookmarks, like more family friendly. These I package stickers in and keychains in and just all of my small stuff. And I love the color of these little glassine bags. I have bigger purple glassine bags for like shoot. If I wanted to package greeting cards or something in there, I could. Then I have random size cello bags just based on what I need them for. All my tissue paper is over here. And then on this far side, right here is where I keep my scale. Eventually, I would like to have like a paper towel holder up here for my tissue paper, and would like to do just one solid color tissue paper maybe, or maybe custom order some, but we'll see. Then this drawer down here is my rigid mailers. These are the small ones. I'm getting ready to start a monthly sticker club and a monthly bookmark club, and the sticker club will be shipped out in these. And then the bookmark club, depending on whether or not they choose tracking, will be shipped in these. If they don't choose tracking, then it will come in an envelope. And same with the stickers. Then I have my pretty boxes. I love these boxes. They're little like 4" by 2" I think. And they're just pretty. I love the color of them, and they fill that drawer completely full. And then I have my mug boxes. I have my coffee mug boxes, and then I have the bigger Libby cup boxes down here in this one. And then the bottom one, I have my pretty boxes that you saw over on my workbench. I have the bigger Libby glass boxes, and then I have these pretty like ombre boxes. Like those are just all the bigger boxes that I carry. So everything's kind of organized by size and need. And then over here in these smaller drawers, we have the poly mailers. I've got small poly mailers, mid-size poly mailers. These are beautiful. I'm in love with those. Those are so pretty. Then I have just my plain blue ones, but I have these in 2 different sizes. And then I have spare cello bags. More spare cello bags. I go through a lot of these for bookmarks if I'm not using the glassine bags. And then I have all of my bubble mailers. And that is it for the packing station. I haven't gotten to use it for a whole lot of orders, but I've gotten to use it for a few so far, and it's so fun. It just makes packing orders that much better. I mean, I already love packing orders anyway, and then you add in a really awesome packing station on top of that, and it's so fun. I love it. So if you want to see your order packed right here, let me know whenever you order. Let me know that you would like to see it packaged up, and I will put it in a video, and yeah, we will enjoy this packing station together. So fun. All right, and then the last section of my studio is just the stuff up here on the piano. Yes, it's on a piano. I'm sorry that it's on a piano, but you have to utilize what you got. And right now, this is space that I've got, so I'm going to use it. I have all of my transfer sheets on these. I have, this side is my sublimation transfer sheets. This is mostly the UV DTF for the Libby cups. And then I have DTF transfers right here and right here for shirt designs. It's not organized as well as what I would like it to be. I've got a lot more, like I need to put in a little bit of time over here to organize it a little bit better, but that's where I have everything. And up here I have some of my artwork. This is one that I would like to turn into an art print because I absolutely love it, but this is an original watercolor. So for the things that aren't on canvas, this is where I keep them at so that they stay flat. I have random bill paying stuff up here because whenever somebody goes and checks the mail, they just automatically put it on the piano. So it's just easy for me to organize it up here, and then whenever I pay bills over at my desk. This has got envelopes and stuff in it for bill paying, and just random household stuff. And then I have all my sublimation mugs, all the sublimation glasses, and then all of the glass Libby cups that I have left. And that's it. That is the whole studio. I say that's it. I thought this video was only going to be like 20 minutes long, and I've been filming for 2 hours. I guess I had a lot to say about my studio. the middle of my studio is taken up by all of our exercise equipment, and along with in between the workstation and the piano is all workout equipment. Eventually we are going to build another garage, and all the workout equipment will be taken out, and we will put in more desks or more tables throughout that will have storage built into them too. So the studio will continue to grow year after year, and hopefully I will be in here for a very long time, and hopefully the orders will keep on coming and I can keep on building my dreams. And I've said this numerous times that I feel like my business is still just at the beginning, and it's crazy to see how far I have come since I started all of this. Outfolded has only been a true business for a little over a year, but I had my art business for quite a bit longer. Like, I was selling paintings for the last, I've been selling my artwork for almost 5 years. That's crazy. Yeah, almost 5 years. So I'm not exactly new to all of this. I just started very small. I started with just my painting table, and then it was my painting table and my easel, and it's evolved to what it is now. So I'm constantly growing in this room. Things are constantly changing in this room. So I'm sure that I will be coming back with another studio tour before long, but probably not until all of this is moved out and into a garage space, and then I have this entire room dedicated to just my studio. But having the workout equipment here does keep me motivated. It does get a little frustrating working around it sometimes, and then I look around, oh man, I'm out of space. But I'm not anywhere close to out of space. And I know that I am extremely blessed to have all of this space. When we bought this house, we had no idea what we wanted to do with this room. Not the slightest clue. It has transitioned from our living room for a short amount of time. It's been our gym for a long time. It's been my craft space for a while. I mean, it has had multiple uses for a long time. We tried to turn it into a game room for a while. We had a dartboard set up, which is why there's so many holes in my wall. We had a ping pong table set up in here, and then that stuff just never got used a whole lot. So this room has evolved, and now it has become my space. And I am incredibly grateful for it. I love being in here. Like, I wake up excited to come out here every single day. And I love where it's at right now. I love how I have everything laid out, and everything has its own section. And it is a space that I want to come out and create in. And that is extremely important for an artist. It's extremely important for a creative and a business owner. And I just want to say I couldn't do all this without you guys. I couldn't. I show up every day for you. I show up every day to build a business and to make people smile and to encourage somebody else to grow their own small business. And I'm so grateful to you all, because I wouldn't have all this if it weren't for you. I wouldn't have all this if it weren't for the people who place orders, or the people who share my post, or the people who even just give me a thumbs up. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to my viewers, my subscribers, my followers. So thank you. But with that said, and me saying for like the millionth time, I'm going to go ahead and end this studio vlog. And when we come back, probably to be tomorrow, is when I will start my next studio vlog. We'll be jumping in and getting ready for our summer collection. I have a summer collection and a bookmark collection that I want to release by the end of July, but I really need to get busy on it. The ideas are here. I'm ready to take the ideas and turn them into products. So it's going to be ambitious, trying to do basically two launches this month, or in the month of July, but I think I can do it. I'm excited to do it. So I'm going to turn the camera off and go draw out some notepads and hopefully get those ordered within the next week. That way they'll be here by July 30th, because July 30th is my birthday, and I am really, really hoping to do my summer launch on my birthday. That would be great. That would be fun, I think. But I have 1 month to get there. 1 month to produce everything that I have written in my journal that I would like to produce. So we'll see. But thank you for sticking with me on this studio vlog. I hope that you enjoyed a little change of pace. I hope you enjoyed getting to see everything in my studio and see what I work with and what I have and how I have everything laid out. I hope you got some inspiration and some ideas, and I can't wait to show you an updated studio tour in the future and see how far we've grown from this one. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.